What's up, guys? Sorry for the inconvenience, running low on space, but I promise you guys I'll be back. Part 3, yeah. So I got that H wave doing some crazy muscle growth right there and separating all the fibers for me. And you're like in tension doing biceps. It's amazing. Yeah, it's a little secret, but it builds. I got one bicep is huge, and then the other one is a little bit smaller. So that's the trick. That's what I've been working on. Now, low dose, high dose. I found out that low dose is good with a lot of food. And high dose is even better on a cut with a lot of food, right? So I left off at the cycle of anabar. Anabar, you could start off 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, all the way to 100 weekly basis. So your first week, you do 50. Second week, 60. Third week, you're gonna go to 70 and keep going all the way to 100. Once you reach your 100 goal, you're gonna go for an extra 4 weeks at 100 milligrams. That's how it works. That's how you're gonna see cuts. That's how you're gonna drop that cloud phase. You're not gonna do cardio for 45 minutes or an hour every day. No, slow pace cardio, just 15 minutes. Steady heart rate. Your heart rate has to be exactly at 140 or below. If it goes over, you're not doing it right. You're gonna tear away some muscle, and you don't want that. You wanna keep your muscle, but you wanna destroy fat at the cellular level, visceral fat. And with that, you could use 3 things. You got Clen, the Viagra or Cialis, and then the DMP. Me, the DMP, I did it for 10 weeks. I stopped and I said, man, let me do 10 more weeks, see what happens. My dose was 250 milligrams. It's extremely dangerous. But I just said, do not do it. You could die. I've seen people die. I'm a paramedic. I've seen people die from it. You could die. Now, since I was doing some ballistic cycles, I decided to jump it up all the way to 300, 400, and 500, my cap. So on the last 2 weeks, I said, last 21 days exactly, 3 weeks, I said, you know, I'm gonna do 500 milligrams, see what happens. And yes, great results, eating a lot of food. The only milestone would be, I would say, being on DMP, is that you are going to eat the living hell out of everything. And it doesn't matter what you eat because it's not converting into ATP. So that means whatever you're putting in your body is just becoming a furnace and help you burn fat with your lumps. Because the only thing in your body that's gonna help you burn fat and that burns fat is these 2 little beautiful guys right here. And that's the lumps. It starts in the carina, all the way to the alveolus, and the branches, and it's so freaking amazing what it does in the pleura. And when you breathe and breathe out, that's when you're burning fat. So you don't want to be like this. No, destroys the purpose. That's like being on a freaking chalk. You know, you don't want to be on a freaking crazy ass anabolic chalk or some shit, right? So what I'm saying is there's ways to lose fat. Add L-carnitine fragment 176191. Use IGF-1 LR3. Use PT141 in your cycle. How to use it. You will open the vial. You will put inside the vial 4 milligrams of L-carnitine. Yes, don't do it like everybody else does it. It's not gonna work. And then you're gonna get more benefits from it. Why? Because these 2 compounds together, one is a peptide and the other one is what? L-carnitine. L-carnitine binds with the hydrogen chain and to the peptide, creating a new molecule. And this protein molecule is going to actually activate and surround it with what we called the, oh my God, I forgot, el grupo carboxylo. Yeah, I got some yet. So, and then also, it will also create two little chains outside, N chain. And what is that? That's nitrogen. What happens when you have really good nitrogen? Yeah, it helps muscle growth, right? So that's how you do it. It helps muscle growth, but when you're using it for the purpose of burning fat within the muscle, you're gonna get lean cuts, lean mass. And that's what we're struggling with, and that's what we want, right? So that's what you guys are gonna do. Now, do not listen to me. I'm just trying to help out. And of course, once I start doing this on my last weeks, I start seeing some crazy ass results. I was like, fuck, man, this is amazing. Freaking the sky's the limit. But then I saw that my liver enzymes were low, and the whole story short, I saw them climb up, and I was like, oh my God, I gotta stop. So I stopped. I got one more month left. And on that month, I'm gonna go ballistic like no one ever in life did. So that means you guys are gonna be seeing more of my abs, and you guys are gonna be seeing some crazy ass tears, like separation, grounding effect. I'm going back on Winnie, Halo, Methyl, T-bone. I'm throwing everything in, going back to 18 milligrams and pinning everything, like every single peptide. I'm pinning electrolytes, I'm pinning vitamins, I'm pinning not any vitamins, vitamin B15, which is banned. I'm pinning also something called trenestal. Trenestal is basically a derivative from tren mixed with halotestin, but it has a chain fragment bond to a HCG. So basically, when you put it together, it becomes human growth hormone, not HCG. And you're like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, man, I know. So basically, what they made with these compounds is that when you put it into the muscle, it's like having a MK677, cheap, but this one is actually way expensive. This is what the Olympic competitors use. How do I know it? I asked them, and they were awesome. They told me the trick. When they're doing the competition, they'll grab a 250 milligram bottle. It's probably 10 gram. And they'll use the entire bottle for those 20 weeks, and it's amazing. I have a bottle. I used half of it, and I'm going to continue to use it starting on the 26th of December. I can't wait. I'm stoked. Going back on not only mixing it with methyl trenase, trenanthate, and of course, hex. So I'm doing all four esters, and I will be pinning that with Masterone, with Primo. I will be running Anabar, Super Droll at nighttime, doing 50 milligrams. I needed to make this video for you guys because you guys deserve it. You guys been waiting for me, and like all these videos keep going down. It's probably gonna go down in a little bit, but I want to cover up the main subject: low dose, high dose. Low dose didn't work for me. High dose, pinning every day, 7 days a week, did work for me. It will work for you. Why? Because, man, you're gonna do it anyway. You're gonna find out the hard way. You don't wanna find out the hard way, bro. It costs money. My cycle probably cost me almost $100,000. You guys wanted to know the truth? Yeah. How do I make it? How did I make my cycle? How could I access all those funds to get that? There is ways. You got to be intelligent, man. You got to be intelligent enough to get pissed off at getting bunkier and finding a way to create your own. So do some research and find out how to create your own. Now, after that, do it for yourself, man. Don't like try to help others with that, because it gets out of hand and you got a family and everything. Just do it for yourself. Do it in silent mode. Once you find out that real raw material is really, really pure and you see better results, you're gonna be like, damn, man, I was getting bunkier for like 8 weeks. What the fuck? Man, I bet you, if you tested everything you got, your stack, just lay it down, go to Dave Palumbo's website, grab a couple of testers and test them. Come back to this video and you're gonna be like, dude, man, you were right. The freaking trend they told you was at 400 milligrams. It was probably like 40 milligrams. The test that you got, the SUST, was probably dosed at 10 milligrams. You were pinning probably like 25 milligrams. You're doing low dose, man. That's why I got pissed. I was like, fuck that shit. I'm finding out a way. So I found out the way and I did it right. And I think the world should know the monster of the bodybuilding. It's not a monster, it's beautiful. I love it. There's a lot of questions people ask. How do I pin? You pin. The easiest way to pin with to draw is gonna be with you need 23 or less just to draw, and then you pin with the 25 or the 30 and the butt. Glutes, pin with the 30 gauge, 1 inch. Don't go over 2 inches. When you're pinning your muscles, you must pin before the bone, but not to hit the bone, unless it's DECA, which you could go a little bit further because it helps the bone. Because when it enters the bone and it enters the bloodstream, it helps lubricating it. And it's the only compound that actually contradicts itself, because it works better inside the bone. You guys didn't know that, right? That's the main purpose of DECA. Yeah. Research it. Do your research. You find out some crazy ass shit about it. I like DECA. DECA's good. I don't believe in DECA dick because I've been going really high on dose with DECA one time. And I kept my test really small. Everybody, bodybuilder, be like, hey man, you need to keep freaking DECA, the same as the test has to be the same. I was like, wait, hold on. I got you. So you want me to put the test a little bit higher than the DECA because of the DECA dick. And they're like, yeah, dude, you gotta do it. It's like, I'm a paramedic, man. I'm so intelligent. Like, dude, I read more than, dude, I create shit, bro. Like, I created a steroid, a 20 Nor steroid, which is not even in the market. It's called Conquer Trend. But that's like some, research I did for myself. Can it be available? I don't know. I'm talking to Dr. Tony Huge about it because he's interested. I'm just a small YouTuber, little influencer, but he is big. He got the bucks to do it. So I'll give him my info and everything, and he knows what to do with it. He said it's genius. It's genius. It means that anybody that takes it, that is average Joe, could start off fat as fuck and be like, hey, I want to go enter the Olympia. And in 45 weeks, that motherfucker's going to win the Olympia. Yeah? Even if you're 400 pounds. That's how strong that steroid is. The best thing is, has no side effects. Crazy as fuck, right? But it's so strong. It is so strong. It requires so much water. And it requires you to be on 5 different peptides to include glutathione. You need to be on TOTCA, and you need to be using Methyl. Do not touch any, ever. Oh my God, I forgot the name. I don't touch it. You do not want to touch anything that is going to damage your health. Let's just put it that way. By that said, there's something that bodybuilders do use. They get very confused, and it's not fair. Insulin. There, I said it. Insulin is only used if you're going to make the body want to retain some of those energies, some of those carbs, and store them. Why would you do that if you're doing a cut? Why would you take 1 IU or 2 IUs or go by the, I've been hearing some crazy ass shit. 1 IU per 10 carbs? Who the hell came out with that shit? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Think. Critical thinking is everything, guys. Like, don't just go by what the guy said or in the gym or what he said or she said. Sit down in your table, read, discuss, analyze, open a freaking science book. And by that said, do your own research at a scientific level. Hypothesis, problems, problem solving, conclusion. Is this true? Is this not true? Who said it? How many studies behind this? And then make your decision. You can make a decision with this video because I am a scientist. I'm a professional and I am a paramedic. There is nothing in life that you cannot achieve. You will achieve everything. Everything. There's influencers there saying, no, you just have to be happy with 12% body fat. That's a healthy. No, that's not what you want. You want to be a freaking IFBB pro in the Olympia competing, and it's fair for you to be that way, right? So you're gonna struggle to find fucking truth like I did. It's not fair, man. So you find out the truth, you're gonna be in top of the world because it's limits. There's no limits. That means you did it. When I wasn't like this, man. I was my gut. Well, I could rest my hands on my gut. 347 pounds. Are you serious? No abs. It felt like shit, man. No one respects you. Fuck that, man. And just having so much knowledge. You're so intelligent, but some people don't listen because they're looking more at looks. But now that you got the looks, people do listen. Some do. And those are the guys that change. So, low dose works. High dose works. High dose works better. Amazing. Low dose is for when you already did the high doses, then you go to TRT. That's my opinion. That's what really happened to me. So, low dose is when you already hit the monster of the bodybuilding and you took everything that you could ever imagine and there's nothing else to do. And then that's where you find out what else you could take. So with this H-wave, which I use every night at 1 in the morning, it's like doing another workout. So basically, you're working out. Today I worked out triceps and biceps. So I'm getting in the muscles that are really hard to trigger because The tricep is separated. If you go over here, it's separated in 3. There's a little part that no one could touch. It's right there. And that one is under tension only, but with really heavy weights. Don't be scared of heavy weights. It's okay. Hit heavy weights. It's amazing. It's part of life. So what you're gonna do with the cutting cycles, you're gonna go all out, doing high doses, eating the entire time. That's the way it's gonna work. With orals, if you're doing orals, you better freaking be eating food. If not, you're wasting your time. Why? Because it's gonna help that liver, it's gonna help your kidneys, and you need to drink water, man. One trick before this video just releases out. Remember this, Pedialyte. I was drinking 1 Pedialyte to survive every day. Every day. So stock up on that. If you don't believe your sources, get Dave Palumbo's and steroid kit. He will actually tell you how much is in everything. Peptides. How do you pin peptides? I'll tell you guys. Put L-carnitine in every single one of them. Put them in the fridge and use them accordingly how you want. You get more for your buck. They work the same. It's just some protein. Some have 317, some of them have 215, some of them have 174 fragments. Fragment 176191 is the best to cut because you pin it on your areas that stomach where you see some fat like that, and you go on the 45-degree angle. I already made a video. I'll show you guys how to do it. How to pin delts. So basically, you see, this is the delt. So you're gonna go from one side of the armpit to the other. You're gonna draw an imaginary rectangle. Then you're gonna draw a square. And then you're gonna go right in the center. Bam. So that's where you pin. So what happens when you pin there? And you need to pin the next day. Well, it's easy. Every day I'm gonna pin this one and that one. So now it's time to go to the front. So on the triangle, you're gonna go outside the triangle, right there. And then you're gonna go right there in the back. And it doesn't hurt, it feels great. It gives you this freaking amazing pump, more development. So that day, you know how they say you need to train rear delts better? You train rear delts that day, man, like a mother cracker, hardcore. You train them hardcore and you will grow. But you need to train, man. My schedule is like, dude, no one is training like I am training. Like right now, man, there is like few people I know that train like that. Let's put it like this really quick. Today I did 2,000 abs. I did 1,000 push-ups. I did 26 sets of 25. For what muscle groups? Biceps and triceps. At what weight? 45s. It was hard. But you know what? At the end, I throw in some cardio. So I did 15 minutes of cardio. I was like, man, I could still push 15 more. So I did that. How much food did I eat today? 7,000 calories. And you know what? When I go weigh myself, I see my abs better. I see more of my muscles, filler. I feel great, grainy. I'm starting to see like, you know what I always wanted, like the veins, and look at this. See that shit? That's crazy. So basically, when I'm working out, that's how I look the entire time. I know, right? So, if you have pre-workouts, use them. Go ahead. But once you touch Cialis or Viagra, you're gonna throw those motherfuckers away. You're not gonna touch them. You'll be like, what's the purpose? Because it's some of the same shit. Some of the same shit, but Cialis and Viagra has way better benefits because it actually produces free tests. So that means you need to pay less of that so you get more for later, for your cycles. What to expect? How fast can you expect to see results? You will see results if you were really fat like me, 347 pounds. You will see results at week 40. If you're at 300, you will see results at week 38. But you need to be training hard. I train hard for the beginning, and you need to diet hard. Calorie dense foods in the beginning. Calorie dense foods. Stay away from D-ball unless you are going to a party just for that week. Just pop some, do some workouts, and then you're gonna be full. You're gonna look amazing. And then the day of the wedding or the day of the photo shoot, pop some 100 milligrams of Winnie. And then take a diuretic. I assure you, your abs, your muscles are gonna look amazing. Now I got all that and I'm ready to do it, but I don't wanna just throw in a diuretic and get all my water out because I need the water to transport minerals, and sodium and potassium to my heart because I still want to burn some stubborn belly fat. I got loose skin. It's not a lot, but I got some loose skin. You guys could see over here. Fuck. Loose skin. See? So that loose skin, that sucks ass because, you know, after your 9th meal, in the morning you see your abs every day. At meal 6, you still see your abs. Once you down those 2 gallons of water and you eat that last meal, you're like, fuck, man, you got that. But at nighttime, it sinks in, it absorbs, it comes out to your muscles, and then in the morning you look bigger. How long do I leave this? Well, there's a setting for this little machine. It's called the H-Wave. The setting on high or low. I always put it in high, and it's all the way to the max at 9. So it contracts the muscle, and it actually works amazing. You feel like you just worked out the living hell out of your muscles, man. So that's that little extra. So if you're sitting watching TV, it's like having a dumbbell and be like 1, 2, 3, 4, and be like, you could put it right here and have some freaking crazy forearms, which is amazing, and your shoulders. But since yesterday I put in my shoulders, today is biceps, tomorrow is my chest, so I'll find out a way how to put in my chest like I always do. I got one single thing that I need to develop really good, and I will, is the lower part of my chest right here. I got some good muscle. I got nice separation coming out. But since my chest is a chest that is a defective chest, it's carved in, I could see abs here, 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 here. And then I want to work on this area. And that's what I'm going to do next month. And then I'll do the back because I want that Christmas tree. Legs, oh my God, legs, man. Legs are amazing. If you pin your legs, I suggest work out your legs that day because wherever you pin, that's where you should be working as, you know, working as hardcore as you can, man. Just keep it simple, keep it real. Where do you pin your peptides? I could see that question. The peptides, you are going to pin them. Okay, use critical thinking, bro. If you are slacking on a muscle group, like me, one of my biceps, because I got injured in Iraq, it just came off out of my arm, and they had to, you know, reattach it. So what do I do? Human growth hormone. Yep. How much? 5 IUs. Boom. Right directly into the bicep. Why? Because the problem is right there, man. It's gonna crystallize inside when I'm using muscle under tension, mind connection, and everything. Boom. And it works. It did work for me. Why is it not gonna work for you? Now, people like to put it on the stomach, the ass, the freaking quads. It doesn't matter where you put it. You could put it in your nose and your earlobe. Don't put it in your earlobe or your nose. Don't do that, guys. I was just joking. But whatever you put it in the skin, it's gonna work. It's gonna absorb. But critical thinking, logic reasoning. The problem is in the freaking bicep. So pin the bicep. Or the problem, oh, I got pain in my shoulder. Well, BPC 157 or TB 500 would be amazing if you pin it directly where the pain is, right? Or DMSO mixed with L-carnitine tartrate, exactly, to resensitize the receptors. That's what it does. So you mix those three, and you got the secret formula from Olympia competitors. Boom. Pain goes away in exactly 52 seconds. Not 1 day, not 3 days, not 4 days. 53 seconds. Mixing that together, you're like, oh wait, let's go train. Let's fucking kill this shit. So, if you're starting brand new right now, if I could go back, I would pin every day. At least 5 days a week. Then go 7. You'll find out. But since everybody wants to find out, they're scared needles and everything, you're going to start pinning Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, right? Or Friday. 3 times a week. And you'll be like, oh man, it's week 4. I need to see more results. What I do? Pin fucking 5 times a week, and you will see some motherfucking great results. I'm telling you guys. Don't go through the freaking shit. You need to know the truth, man. Same with peptides. Pin every day. It's not gonna kill you, man. The only thing that could kill you is DMP, or going extensively on a cycle where you're taking really crazy orals. Orals I've touched have been dianabol, Methyl, halotestin, superdrol, anadrol, anabar, and they are all great. Which one I loved the most? Anabar and Halo. Yeah, in nat 50s. So at night I would throw in a nat 50, and that would be amazing. The morning you look like, the fuck? What happened here? Like, wow, I look great. And please, guys, experiment with PT141. Get PT141, and then come back at this video and text me, be like, dude, PT141 is the shit. I want that motherfucker, dude. Where could I get more? I know where to get more. I will share with you guys if you like it. Just try to find it. Don't get the one that's in the nostrils. The one in the bile that you actually put the barostatic water. But remember, you're putting L-carnitine in 4 milligrams of that in there, and then pinning it. Your entire physique will change. Your face will change. The coloration will change. You get that bodybuilding tan that everybody's looking for on stage. So that way you get more results, stage ready, and you will be fine. What else could I touch bases with you guys? I think that's it, man. If you guys want to know anything else that I did, I will let you know. DMP, there was one time I felt like, holy shit, I overdid it. I would never go up more than 500 milligrams. I'm not gonna do it ever in my life, ever again. I will probably touch DMP again on a cut, on stage, but I am not gonna do more than 500 ever again. You need to have Pedialyte with you, or you need to have a source of electrolytes with you, or you're gonna die.